So
hi.
Today's video is going to be a get ready with me to go nowhere. Basically, this is also kind of going to be like my everyday makeup routine. This is basically the makeup that I do every time I do my makeup. I wouldn't say every day because I don't really do my makeup every day. I actually barely do my makeup anymore. Also, like really random, I just really felt like I need to share this. So see these shorts that I'm wearing? They're from Brandy Melville. I'll insert a photo of them like right here of what they looked like. And I bought them a few months ago with the intention to like cut them, but I never got around to it and I never really needed to wear them because it's been winter. But today it's really freaking hot in my house for whatever reason. And I was like, okay, I need shorts. And I had other shorts, but I was like,
you know what? We're gonna be cutting those shorts.
And I think it turned out like okay. I rolled up like the edges so that it looks a little bit better. I don't know, but I'm kind of happy with the way that they turned out. And I just really felt like sharing that because I did that like 3 minutes ago and it's still fresh in my brain. Okay, let's just begin. So the first thing I do is go in with a moisturizer. I don't always do this, or sometimes I just moisturize the parts of my skin that are like more dry, such as my forehead. I don't really like to use this a lot though because I do feel like it kind of makes me break out a little bit here and there, so I don't use this all the time, and when I do I use it kind of sparingly. Now the problem is I don't really have much to talk about because being that I've been basically quarantining for the past almost month, I haven't really done much, so I don't really have anything to talk about. You know, usually I could be like,
oh, the other day I went to the store and this happened.
But I've literally been doing nothing. I filmed this video yesterday too, and I really had nothing to talk about, so I decided that I was gonna film it again, and I really just sat there kind of trying to find a few topics that maybe I could talk about. And one of the things that I did yesterday when I filmed this video was that I had ordered a bunch of makeup from Ulta about a month ago, and it was all stuff from TikTok, like viral TikTok makeup, and one of them was this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I know this is supposed to go like under your foundation, but yesterday I used it under my eye, and I don't really know how to use it. I kind of just dipped my finger in it and put it like under my eye where I was gonna put my concealer. And I know that makes no sense because it's supposed to be like to make your pores more like not less visible. I can't talk. I know it's supposed to make your pores less visible. I personally don't really have pores under my eyes. I don't know if anybody really does. I mean, obviously I do, but not like actual visible pores. If anything, they're on my forehead or on my nose. So this is a little bit pointless, but I like the way that it feels. So I'm gonna be doing it anyways. Well, I already did do it, so did it. Then what I do is my concealer. The problem with this is that I usually do my makeup in very low lighting, and right now I'm filming with like a bunch of really bright lights. Yesterday I had this problem where I couldn't really tell if my makeup was coming out well because I am just not used to this lighting. Like, let me show you the exact lighting that I do my makeup in. This. Because I feel like that lighting is a lot more representative of the lighting that I'm typically in throughout the day. I'm gonna be spraying my teeny tiny beauty blender with this spray so that it gets damp because I'm usually too lazy to go to the bathroom and wet it with water. So I'm usually not in this kind of lighting. I'm usually like indoors in like just normal house lights that are not as bright as the light that I'm in right now. So I do my makeup in that kind of lighting so that I can actually see what my makeup would look like throughout the day. And it works fine for me. I actually think I do my makeup a lot better in dim lighting, but unfortunately for a video, that's just not what we need. And so therefore I think that especially my concealer might look a little weird. Now, I have like one topic to talk about, I guess. I don't know. It's really nothing that interesting. Basically, what triggered this was that yesterday on my 1 year ago, 2 year ago thingy on Snapchat, I was made aware that 2 years ago today was my first time playing Fortnite. And why am I talking about Fortnite? Because Fortnite is honestly like one of my favorite video games. 2 years ago, it was my first time playing Fortnite. I play on PC, and I always have. I cannot deal with console. I just don't know how to use a controller. I'm not good at it. I cannot get behind it, and that's because every time I've played a video game throughout my entire life, I've always played on PC. Nobody cares about this, really, unless you really like Fortnite. But actually, I do find building easier on console than on PC. But everything else, I am literally the biggest noob. Anyways, the reason I decided to bring this up was because when I began playing Fortnite 2 years ago, I was really into it for a few months, and then I kind of stopped playing because I was only playing like once a week, and Fortnite was such a rapidly progressing game that if you didn't play for like a week, all of a sudden you missed out on like all the new things that people are doing. And so I stopped playing because I just didn't have the time for all that. Like, I didn't have time to be playing Fortnite like 45 hours a week in order to stay on top of things, you know? And so I didn't play for like literally an entire year. And then back in like October, my boyfriend decided that he wanted to start playing Fortnite again. And I was like, why are you playing Fortnite? Like, who still plays? Oh my god, that's a lot. Who still plays Fortnite? I mean, I did know some people that did still play Fortnite, Fortnite, but I just personally wasn't into it. Long story short though, him and I decided to get really into Fortnite back in like October, and then we literally started playing like 8 hours a day. Like he would come home from work and we would play Fortnite for like 8 hours a day. It was just really bad. It was such a distraction. And then we kind of fell off the bandwagon a little bit. We got kind of bored of it. But now within the last like week, it's really been occupying so much of our time, and that's really good because what else is there really to do when there's nothing to do because you can't go anywhere? I really didn't need to be putting all this concealer on. Usually I put a lot less. I think I just got distracted because I was talking. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about video games because I don't think anybody really wants to hear about video games, especially if they don't play. But that was just my little life update and kind of one of the ways I've been keeping busy. Next topic of discussion is actually going to be wearing makeup and like self-confidence. So I have been wearing makeup for about 5 years. Now I'm taking this, the Laura Mercier setting powder, and I'm taking it on a fluffy brush and just dabbing it on to set the concealer. And I know this is a really not proper technique at all, but this is what works for me. And I know that a lot of people use setting powder with their beauty blenders, but I find that that kind of destroys my beauty blenders. Now I'm also gonna take it a little bit on my eyelid because I put a little bit of concealer there, and I really just like to set everywhere that there's been concealer. Otherwise I feel like accidentally I'm gonna touch my face and it's gonna come off. So I started wearing makeup about 5 years ago. When I first started wearing makeup, I really wasn't doing that much. I was kind of only doing mascara and like really light eyebrows. As you can see, my eyebrows are pretty light in comparison to what they usually look like because they're not filled in. Actually, if I really tried and scrubbed, I'm sure that more eyebrow makeup could come off, that it's still kind of like ingrained in some of the hair. So yeah, my eyebrows do get lighter than this, if you were wondering. I honestly have no idea why I have such light eyebrows because neither of my parents do. Both of my parents have dark eyebrows, and I don't know why I was cursed with this gene of non-existent eyebrows. Right now they look fine, but I'm telling you, they get even more pale. But anyways, as I was saying, when I first started wearing makeup, I was doing my eyebrows really lightly and I was wearing mascara, and that was about it. Throughout the years, I've added more to my makeup routine, and my makeup routine has actually been the same for about the last 4 years. I feel like that was a pretty contradictory statement because I said that throughout the years I've added more to my makeup routine, but also said that my makeup routine has been the same for the past 4 years. But basically what I meant is that after a few months of just doing the mascara and the eyebrows, I added things like concealer, highlight, bronzer, eyeliner. Oh my god. I used to do winged eyeliner literally every single day for so long. And eventually I cut that shit out because that was just taking so much time, and it was so... I will never do winged eyeliner ever again in my life. Probably. Don't hold me to that, but I have not done it in so long, and it was literally like kicking an addiction. I really thought that the world would fall apart if I wasn't wearing my winged eyeliner. But anyways, now I just do like waterline eyeliner, you know? But basically, all in all, my makeup routine has been the same for about 4 years, except for like sometimes I'll try different eyeshadow looks, and I'll go through like phases where I'll wear like pink every single day for like 6 months, or like copper every single day for like 6 months, things like that. But yeah, except for like a few things that change here and there, and that I got better at doing certain things, better at concealer, better at my eyebrows. There's still a lot of room for improvement. Like some days my makeup just looks terrible and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, now I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows. I'm using the e.l.f. eyebrow kit in dark, but there was a point in time where I felt very uncomfortable not wearing makeup. Like I would always be wearing makeup, even to the supermarket, even to Walgreens. Literally anywhere I was going, I had makeup on. I did not care. It was just not coming off my face. It was gonna be there regardless of where I was. I wore makeup every single day to school. I would wake up super early and do my makeup for school. It was really mentally exhausting, feeling like I was unable to go out without makeup and thinking that I was ugly if I went out without makeup. It was very exhausting for me, and I really was hoping for a day that it would all change, but I just didn't think that it would ever happen, that I would be comfortable going out without makeup. However, about a year ago, I got really into watching Emma Chamberlain's videos, and I was seeing how she was super comfortable in her skin, and she was comfortable going out regardless of if she was wearing makeup or not, regardless of how her hair looked, regardless of if she was wearing sweatpants or not. So that was honestly a very large motivation in me beginning to tell myself that it's fine if you don't wear makeup every single day. So I do kind of accredit Emma Chamberlain as being the main inspiration for me and my journey in becoming comfortable in my own skin. Oh my god, they're so uneven already. I was telling myself almost every single day, today's the day, you can do it, you can go out with no makeup, you're gonna be fine. I didn't really believe myself, but then I got eyelash extensions, and now this was probably the catalyst, if that's the the right word, that propelled me forward with this no makeup movement that I was trying to make for myself. Basically, since I had eyelash extensions, I began to do a lot less makeup on a daily basis. I would really lightly fill in my eyebrows. I would sometimes dab on like the tiniest bit of concealer, and I would do like the tiniest bit of eyeshadow. Not that I do a lot of eyeshadow on a daily basis anyways. I was doing a lot more a year ago, but I would do like the tiniest bit of makeup, and I started going out with a very natural no makeup look. And slowly, that just progressed into me literally not caring about how I look when I go out. And it's pretty liberating. For me, who spent years and years thinking that I had to wear makeup every single day, it was super liberating to be able to start going out with no makeup. Now, the thing is, I still wear makeup every single time I film. I still wear makeup every time I go to work, and I still wear makeup like every time I go out. Not like out of the house, like to a concert. Like I'll do my makeup because I enjoy looking better. Not that I don't think I look okay with no makeup, but I enjoy thinking I look better than normal. Looking back, if you would have told me maybe like a year and a half ago that I would be at the point that I am now where I can just go out barefaced and really not care, I don't think I would have believed myself if I went back and said that. It's an ongoing journey. There are days where I still feel the need to do makeup, and I do wish I could be a little bit more comfortable with myself without makeup than I am right now, but for the most part I'm just very lazy now, and I just don't feel like doing it anymore as frequently as I used to, because that shit used to take me so long, and it was just such a terrible thing that I had to do every single day because I just couldn't live without it. And now we are past that, and it's great. As you can see, my eyebrows are coming together. They're not even, but we are not gonna fight with them today because I just don't care. If you've watched a few of my other videos, you might have heard me mention that I hate my eyebrows because they grow really unevenly, and it's a huge struggle for me filling them in. They're definitely not even. They're totally different shapes, but I'm kind of at the point where I just don't really know what to do about it because that's just the shapes that they grow in, and that's why I started wearing my glasses so regularly. I have contact lenses in right now because I just felt like wearing contact lenses. It's one of the only like 2 times I've worn contact lenses since I've got my glasses like a month ago, a month and a half ago. I don't even know how long ago it was. You like can't really tell the shape of the eyebrows if I have my glasses on. So that was the main reason I started wearing glasses, and then I just got lazy to be putting in contact lenses, and so we are just out here bettering ourselves, bettering our confidence, bettering our terrible eye problems, because if you watched my contact lens video, you would know that my health regarding my eyes was just non-existent. I really abused my eyeballs for years, and it was just really, it was not good. It was a not good thing that I did, but you know, like I said, we're on a journey to better things. Okay, honestly, that's good enough for me for now. I don't really care. So now what I do for eyeshadow is I literally take the powder from this thing and I take it on a flat brush. This is definitely not the right brush to be using for eyeshadow, but it works for me, so whatever. And then I put it on my lid, and I don't really do this like super neatly. Like literally that's fine with me because we're gonna be blending it. And I go like that, and then I take a blending brush. Actually, this is a crease brush is what it claims to be, but I use it to blend. You see, I kind of just blended it out. Let's move on to this eye. Okay, so I was gonna put Wii music over this, but then I accidentally came across this sound effect in my folder that I didn't even know that I had, and I sat there dying laughing about how freaking funny it sounds, so obviously I had to put it in, but also obviously I had to explain what the heck that was. Yeah, gibberish.mp3, we love that. Sometimes I accidentally end up putting on too much eyeshadow and then it looks really harsh, especially when I bump up the contrast on my videos. Like I remember in one of my videos, my eyeshadow looked good in person, and then I bumped up the contrast while editing, and all of a sudden my eyeshadow looked like it was, I don't even know, drawn on with like brown marker, and it just didn't look good, and I had a few comments about it, but it is what it is. Now eyeshadow is basically done, and what I do now is I take this eyeliner. I don't even know what brand it is. I got it for free in like a makeup goodie bag. I got my makeup done professionally a while ago, and the lady who did my makeup, she gave me like a goodie bag with some stuff, and this eyeliner came from it, and I really like the way that it applies, so therefore I use it on a daily basis. I used to use more expensive ones, but I found myself losing them pretty frequently, and therefore it just wasn't worth it for me anymore when this one works perfectly fine. It literally works the exact same. I'm sorry, I think I just spoke the whole time that thing was in my eye, and I'm sorry if you're like squeamish about stuff like that. I should have taken that into consideration. Now it's time for bronzer. This is where things get a little bit messy because, as you can see, pale person, very pale person. Bronzer, very dark for a pale person. I should probably be using a lighter bronzer shade. You know what? Let's actually try to make this good. Let's use a lighter bronzer. I have a Smashbox palette. Oh my god. This pan just broke and a lot of it is now on my chair and on my floor. It's okay. I'll just vacuum afterwards. But these two right here, as you can see, I've hit major pan. Used to do me really good and I need to get myself another one of these palettes, but I just never got around to it because I had other bronzers that I could have been using. And so I figured why purchase another one when I could just use up some of my other bronzers. This is another one of those things that I definitely don't use the right technique for because I put this all over my face. I want my entire face to look tanner and I totally throw any proper technique out the window and apply this all over my face. Wow, this bronzer looks so much better than the one that I use on a regular basis. I'm considering ordering one of these palettes right now, even though not a smart idea because I have not been working because of the situation. Therefore, it's not a smart idea because I don't know when I'm going back to work. I'm applying this on my neck because if my face is super tan and my neck is super white, that just looks weird. I don't usually do this anymore, but we're gonna take this brush and we're gonna put some bronzer on my nose. Okay, this came out so nicely. My bronzer never comes out this nicely with the Too Faced one. I'm a little bit upset that I didn't repurchase this. I can't tell if I need more. No, I think I'm good. I'm sorry. I had to do it again. I just had to. I had to. The Too Faced one might just be my technique, but I feel like on my personal face, it always leaves like spots that just look wrong. Oh my god, I really want to repurchase this. Anyways, moving on. Then I'm going in with this Ofra blush. You wouldn't know that it was Ofra because it's in one of these things, but you know those like subscription makeup boxes? Basically, they're those things that you pay like $20 a month for and they send you like 5 makeup products. I forgot which one oh, BoxyCharm. That's what I was subscribed to. So I was subscribed to BoxyCharm for a little while and this was one of the products that I received and I never tried it until like a few days ago. No, not like a few days ago, like 2 weeks ago. And I really liked it when I tried it. And so now I've been using this bronzer. It's supposed to be like put in a pan, like you're supposed to have a pan to put it in and then like probably like 3 or 4 other shades, I don't know, but I have other blushes that I could finish and there's just no need for me to buy other makeup at the moment other than maybe that Smashbox thing because that thing worked like a freaking charm. I don't really know how I feel about myself with blush. I think like that might have just messed it all up. Now for highlighter, I've also been kind of on a little bit of a journey to find a highlighter in my collection that I like more than the one that I usually use. The one that I usually use is this one, the Mary Luminizer, and for a while this thing worked beautifully. I've been using it for so long and there's like barely a dent. Recently, I just feel like it hasn't been applying on my skin as nicely as I would like for it. So I've been trying to go through my makeup collection and find highlighters that I like more, but so far I have been unable to. What we're gonna try today is this palette, Hello 11th Grade. I haven't used this since then. A lot of my makeup has expired because I haven't really been purchasing makeup within the last 2 years except for stuff that I use on a regular basis, such as mascara when I run out. Also, when I bought this, I definitely like really knew nothing about buying stuff for your skin tone. There's only really 2 shades that I could even use from this, and I don't know if I like them. You know what? Just for the sake of experimentation, I'm gonna mix these two. Actually, this one's a little dark for highlight, so we're just gonna go in with this one.
It's called Summer.
And then I just go like that, and then I take a bigger brush, and I go like that. I don't know. It's not my fave. And now, my favorite thing, as you can see, I've just decided to start using my fingers, nose highlight. I don't really like highlighting the bridge of my nose because I don't think that it looks good on me. Also, I don't really like the shape of my nose, so I'm not really trying to bring attention to that. But the tip of my nose, on the other hand, oh my god, she can get it with the highlight. Now I'm gonna take the Becca highlight because why not?
This is in the color Opal.
And it kind of broke a while ago, like really bad. It basically did what the pan from this did, but like it didn't fall out. And so what I did was I did like some hack to like get it back together, and now it's like intact again. Looks a little bit messy and like not the way that it's supposed to, but better than it just not being intact anymore. Now we're gonna be doing the inner corner. Oh, that looks really nice on the inner corner. I don't know if it's like reading well on camera, but in person. Okay, Becca, for the inner corner highlight, go off. You literally can't tell on camera. I'm also gonna be putting it over here. I don't really do brow bone highlight anymore. I used to. It's just not really my vibe anymore. I feel like it doesn't look good on me. I don't know. What do I know about makeup? Honestly, not that much. I just know how to do my own makeup, make it look decent, and that's about it. I'm gonna take this and put it on my Cupid's bow because I really like that too. And now what we're gonna be taking is another TikTok thing. I'm saying that as if we've been using a bunch of TikTok products. We're gonna be taking this thing. It's the Black Sheep lipstick. Basically, it's a black lipstick, but when it applies like pink, but then it tints your lips to like the natural pH that they should be at, which is phenomenal for me because for the past like 4 years, I've been using this one lipstick that actually got discontinued, this, and applying it in order to make my lips just a little bit more red. And so this was exactly what I needed because I was just using the red lipstick super sparingly just to make it look like there was moisture in my lips. And this is exactly what this does. Look, this looks exactly like slightly pinker version of my natural lip color. I literally forgot all about mascara. I use the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. So now this mascara is really, really, really dry, and that's on purpose because what I do is I take this and I use it as the first coat. And I don't know why this works well for me. I think it works well because it kind of already like separates the lashes and whatnot. And then when I go in with like a not dry mascara, it doesn't look as clumpy. Usually, sometimes it still does, honestly, but usually this helps make it look less clumpy. Okay, so that's with the dry mascara. And then I take the Benefit They're Real mascara, and this has been one of my favorites for a very long time. I really just like the way that it makes my lashes look. Used to be a Too Faced Better Than Sex kind of person, then I discovered this mascara, but this has been my go-to for over like 3 years. And now that is my mascara completed. Doesn't look the greatest today, but it also doesn't look the worst. So top lashes are done, and now what I do is I take the mascara and I don't like dip it back in the tube because I don't want that much on my bottom lashes because otherwise I feel like it looks bad, or like it starts to like come off and then I get like raccoon eyes. And then because it's a little bit clumpy because I can't keep going over it because otherwise there would be too much product on me, I go back in with the dry mascara and I spread out the clumps. Like I comb them out basically. Sometimes I do this with a spoolie if the clumps are really bad. I don't want to risk putting any more product on them. Okay, so that is all. This is the completed look that I go for every time I do my makeup. Basically, this is what I wear to work, this is what I wear when I film, this is what I wear when I go out. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had a fun time chilling here with me while I did my makeup and babbled about the most random topics. Hope you had a fun time with that. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope everybody is staying super safe, and see you all next time.